In this section, we are exploring about triangle, the area of triangle, and also solving x from area of triangle. So most of you already know that, already know this formula, half times base times height. Okay, but the condition for the base and height will be they must be perpendicular. They must be perpendicular to each other. So there must be a 90-degree between the base and height. So the tricky thing will be sometimes it's not so direct, and some of you may get tricked, which is the base and which is the height. Okay, so I'm going to identify for you all the base and height, and then you are supposed to do the calculation. Okay, so the condition for the base and height must be they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so what I'm going to do will be, so, okay, so for example here, okay, so this one, you find the pair that's perpendicular. So this is the perpendicular pair. So this will be the height, and then this will be the base. So between them, they must be perpendicular. So actually 7 is not part of the thing. It's not part of the whatever that is needed to find the area. Okay, so the next one is this. This, there's a 90-degree to this. So this one, most of you will be okay. These two questions, most of you will be okay with it. It is those that are slanted that people get tricked. So for example here, so this is the base. Okay, this will be the height. They are perpendicular, but they are not connected. So this is the height, and then this will be the base. Okay, so again, this one is a slanted one. The base is here. The height is here. They are perpendicular, but they are not attached to each other. So this is the height, and then this is the base. Okay, so the question is asking you to find area of triangle ABC. So this is ABC here. So where is the height? So if you look carefully, this part is a 7. So that means here will be a 7. So the 7 will be the height. And this will be the base. So this part will be the base. And the base will be 9 plus 3 equal to 12. Okay, here. So A, B, C. So it's this tiny triangle here. So in this tiny triangle, do you think you can find the height? The base will be here. The height will be somewhere here. That's perpendicular. So this height should be 11. So if you are presenting, please present again with the idea of label, and you write the formula, and then you work out. So in this case, you will get 16.5. So don't leave it at 16.5. Remember, label and units. So you label that you are calculating area, and the units, label and unit. So do up the calculation for the whole page properly with label and units. And subsequently, we are going to solve if you are told that the area of the triangle is 24. So all this triangle is going to be 24. And from there, I'm going to find x. So I'm going to form the equation for you, but you do the actual solving. So I'm going to do it in the same manner. I'm going to label and write the units first. So if I need to label and write the unit, I will need my height and base. So this is my height. And then I need to know that this is my base. Height and base must be perpendicular. So my area will be half times 12 times x. So that will have given me a 6x. So label and units. And I'm going to let the algebra be 24. Because the question says that it will be 24. And from there, you treat it like a linear equation. So you do the label and the units first, but you will do it in algebra. So in the next one, okay, the next one, please solve it yourself. I will form it for you. So this will be the height, and this will be the base. So remember to bracket up the base. So area will be half times base times height. Half times the bracket times the 4. So you can multiply the number. Multiplying numbers will give us a 2. And the units will be centimeter square. Subsequently, this is the equation. Then you solve. Practice your algebra here. So the next thing, the next two will be a little bit tricky. So this is the base. And this will be the height. They are perpendicular to each other. So the base, the height will be 8. The base is the tricky one. So can you tell that BC is actually x minus 3? If the whole length here, subtracting the tiny part, that is not supposed to be the base. So from here, again, you do your label. You will do your label. Label and then do a half times base times height. Half and 8 will become a 4. So that is the units. Let the algebra be 24. And then you do it like linear equation. So same thing for this question. So find the pair that is perpendicular. So the height is 6. The base is this whole thing. So if you look carefully, it should be x plus 4. So do the label. Then you do a half times base times height. Half and 6 will become a 3. So 3 and x plus 4. Then you get a centimeter square. Label, then you do the units. Set the algebra to 24. And then you solve for your x. So make sure the 2 pages are nicely done. Find all the area, label and unit. And then also find all the x.